All the real guides explore the higher universes, always going where they please. They are clothed in a golden vesture of light, purity, pure awareness, and wisdom beauty. This is where they are totally unknown to any person on the earth. To know these beings, you must have the realization and awareness of what they are, and the best way to do it is to become one yourself. It is through the art to perceive, the main faculty of seeing with the real awareness, that you take cognizance of form, beauty, color, rhythm, harmony, and perceptiveness. This then is how one will begin to recognize the real guides. On earth it is harder, because the human form hides all the real light, except for those who can see the aura of a person and perceive them. While living in the human body, you have developed the mode of action of real beauty to its highest. You will become engaged in the highest form of thought activity, such as the fine music, literature, and wonderful forms of true art, and even certain types of philosophies. This part of the mind is the closest to the real awareness, the real you. It is the real you that passes the higher areas, or higher ideas and ideals to the human mind and senses. This type of mind is concerned with the aesthetics of life. Once you come to the understanding that the great beauty of life continues far past what the mind and senses can consider, then you will continue to search out the greater beauty that exists in the real universes of sound and light. And then beyond that, where there is never an end to the real you. From the unseen to the seen comes the illuminating reality of where true intelligence comes from, and that is from your very being. Nothing comes from the mind except the usual misinterpretation of the vital areas of life. The lifestyle that humans have cannot compare to the unseen beauty and grandeur of the pure lighted worlds, where there is no disease, war, hatred, conspiracy, pollution, decay, and all the other things that have been produced on the earth. The real guides are now available to share their exact science of freedom with the entire world, but who will listen? Look at all the people who gathered to hear the Pope speak, and what is he really saying? Can he teach anyone about the ALLLISSS? No, he cannot, but he will bend your ear to the point of saturation with emotional flavor, which equals nothing to so many. The masses are starving for real truth, and at the same time they want to keep their minds and being the same. They don't really want to listen to the silent and invisible reality that is always waiting to aid them in their journey to bliss and real freedom. The control of the church over the minds of the weak and unaware is strong, and so is the intimidation that the priestcraft slyly and subtly demonstrate. The deliberate maneuvering of the crowd consciousness is the hand of the dark side and how it wants to keep people in the shadows of their own being and away from the light that could set them free. The real truth will set any person free, not the documentation of so-called truth from the belief systems, but the real truth, the sound and light from the great reality. Each one of us receives our our life from the stream of sound, that magnificent flowing reality from the great reality. The true reality is full of beauty and rapturous wisdom, which can be gathered only by those who are in tune with it. All of this is tied to the imaginative faculty so very closely. An example is, he who sees the beauty in anything progresses faster than those who do not. If a man thinks of winter as only summer, sleeping, or that caterpillars are butterflies, or that the storm is only the other face of the clear sky, he is living in the world of truth and true beauty. When a person decides to change so that they may enter into the higher levels of life, they simply enter into a new longing for what they desire, and eventually they will arrive at that stage and have the position they want. This is also the position of the real universal guides, who can roam the various levels at will. Without the imagination, a person remains a creature of the earth, a materialistic human that only desires other material things. A person either goes forward in their real imagination or remains a prisoner of their senses. Those who can imagine themselves to soar like the eagle can do so, or remain upon the earth like a worm that makes his home within the dirt. The imagination and the faculty of beauty can be much more in each person, and also the same, that it may be hard to tell them apart. Your imagination working in harmony with the other faculties of the real you does bring about an illumination to start with. So, to know any real truth, you must live with the truth. To live with the truth, your actions must fulfill and match the action of your fulfilled desire. Your expectancy and desire must become one. Your outer world is only actualized by the real movement of yourself.